able to be brought into happiness, because there is no such. English translation is okay. Yeah, there is no happiness like, no nourishment like happiness. There is no illness as bad as worry. If anybody has any illness, it's because of anxiety, worry, stress. There needs to be thoughts about God, thoughts about the self. When you think about God, today I talked to the NCs and I said, I'm not a teacher. Then internally I felt I must tell this to all the world, that I'm not a teacher. Who am I? Who am I? I am Baba's child. I'm not Baba's daughter, I'm Baba's son. I have that intoxication. I am the son of God, and I have got a very good inheritance from my father. Sons, when they get the inheritance, they get intoxication, but the daughters don't generally get inheritance. I am the son, and I am the student. I have never thought I'm a teacher. I'm a student. When I first came into knowledge, I was asked, how long am I going to study this? I said, as long as I'm alive, I will continue to study until the end of my life. I didn't know I was going to get to 96 and still carry on studying, but I said these words emerged from my mouth, as long as I'm alive, I will continue to study. And do you feel this also, that this study is such that you wouldn't stop studying in between? You'll keep going. You will not get upset about anything, and you will not make yourself absent. Those who get upset, they also decide to be absent. Those who are happy, they are remaining present. So always be happy. The third thing, I have to become an example. So anyone would understand that this study is such, it's a study that makes us something special, and this is why we study it. We're not studying to get something, we're studying to be something. When Dadi Gulzar went to South America, again and again she was talking about becoming and inspiring others to become others. And so why not become? So banana in Hindi means to become. And banana in Hindi, banana means akela in Hindi. I have come alone, I am alone, I will go alone. This study is so good. I am the son of God, I am a student, and I have to be an example. Anyone who becomes an example, they become a server and an instrument. So who am I? Does everybody accept this? Do you feel this? Do you agree with this? You're Baba's son. Manubai, are you Baba's son up until today? Baba's student. I know you since 30 years. I know many since 30 years. So who am I? I'm a student, and I'm an example, and I'm an instrument, right? And so anyone who's an instrument, they don't enjoy unless this self as an instrument is being played. You need someone to play the instrument. Why did you become an instrument? So that he could play the instrument. Where is Kavita? So is everybody okay? All the brothers and sisters are comfortable. Many had arrived today. Double foreigners who came today. So everybody's comfortable because the meditation from 7 to 7:30 is followed by class. After Amrit Vela you don't have class. After Amrit Vela you say Baba, not with your mouth but in your mind. And Baba doesn't say child, but there is a very deep and good relationship. If you say Baba in Amrit Vela, he would say, no, this is the time of deep silence, and Baba doesn't speak to the child, but internally there's such a deep relationship and connection. You stay in a state of being very powerful and full of light. So each one should see, am I full of light? Taking might, and then if that is the case throughout the day, everything will be right. So the early morning light and might. Through the day we are karma yogis. We are Raj yogis. For what purpose do we establish ourselves in yoga? So that we can do karma in a state of yoga. So first we will say, I'm a yogi, and then karma yogi, then we would say Raj yogi. We are karma yogis throughout the day. Early morning we establish ourselves in yoga with Baba, and throughout the day we perform karma, which is yoga. We have to pass the tests. There are 4 subjects that we study. Our study is like that. The teacher who teaches us is like that. Until through full Raj Yoga, until we have created the sanskaras of being kings of kings, he will continue to teach us. Do you understand? Does everybody understand? The teacher will continue to teach us until we get those sanskaras. He taught in Sakar, then he taught in Avyakt. And now we have concern about Dadi Gulzar. Baba will come, right? Oh yes, Baba is with me. Because the one who taught you is to be with you, and then you be with him. This is the study. In Sakar, Baba said, you are my children. He never had said, you have to become like the Father. He said, make everyone like yourselves at that time. Whatever knowledge you have received, you just like a bee, you just keep on buzzing away at others so that they understand what you understand. And one time Baba had said, the bee will catch the grub and bring lots of food to that one, and then that one gets the wings. In Karachi, Baba would show how the bumblebee would bring the grub, good quality grub, and then fill that one with food, and that grub would change and it would become like a bee. If the bug is in the rice, it will be white like rice. I can't hear Dadi anymore, she's away from the mic. So Baba teaches us.
अमरूद तो इतना निकला था बराबर अच्छा अमरूद तो मेरे को कहा
So I'm just trying to get some sound. So one had brought a big mango,
वैसे कोई कोई चीज अच्छी लेके आते हैं
And sometimes people bring good things,
मैं यहाँ से लेके गई
and I bought that from here, and I was traveling, and then we cut it, and there was a bug inside, a worm.
You want Hindi to be raised or English?
Hindi.
Hindi.
And I was afraid.
तो कभी मोह का कीड़ा रोग
Sometimes you get affected by the bug of attachment, sometimes greed, so you have to be careful of all these worms. You are good at listening to knowledge and speaking it. Perhaps you don't have lust and anger, but perhaps you got the worm of arrogance or greed.
कभी दुख की फीलिंग है
Sometimes you start feeling sorrowful. Somebody died and you feel bad about that. But Baba has taught us about that. Why should we cry? Some get sick and the child gets sick and the mother gets upset.
कोई बात नहीं है
But it's not actually a reason to get upset.
में दुख नहीं होता
In the golden age, nobody gets sorrowful, but in the iron age,
का नाम निशान
there's no sign or trace of real happiness. In the Iron Age, nobody knows what happiness or peace is,
सच्चाई क्या है प्रेम
or what truth is, or what real love is.
कलयुग में
In the Iron Age,
झूठ तो मेरे झूठ सत्य की रत्ती नहीं
and there's so much falsehood, not at all any truth.
झूठ की रत्ती नहीं
And here Baba says there's just only truth. You have to bring so much transformation that there's only truth, no sign of falsehood. Why do you come to Madhuban?
मधुबन अपने सेंटर पर हो ना
Because you are at your center, you listen to knowledge there, but why are you pulled to come to Madhuban? Morning and evening,
दिन रात
day and night.
हमारे कहते हैं कितने बाबा के बच्चे आते हैं
How many children of Baba's come here?
कल भंडारे में गई खोने खाने
I went to the kitchen to see everything in the food department, and such good food was being prepared which you wouldn't get anywhere else.
ऐसा मधुबन
Madhuban is such a place. This is the Father's home.
दुखहर्ता
He is the remover of sorrow, and he gives you the donation of happiness.
क्या बोला
गुलशन दादी आपका क्लास
दादी
सुन
गुलजार
रही है।
क्लास सुन रही है
Dadi Gulzar is listening to Dadi Janki's class. The message came.
हमारे क्लास में बैठी है
Dadi Gulzar is here with us, sitting in the class. You can clap for that.
मेरी दादी
My Dadi, she's here with us. Sweet Dadi,
प्यारी दादी
beloved Dadi.
क्यों बाबा की हमको लाडला बच्चा बना दिया है ना
Because Baba has made us very beloved children, we just keep saying Baba, Baba, Baba. And when I see Dadi Gulzar,
दादी बाबा
is Dadi Baba or is Baba Dadi? Because Baba and Dadi get merged together, so it's Baba Dadi.
बच्चे
And we are such Baba's children that we can also say Baba, and Baba will say children. So Dadi, we are all very happy sitting here. We are sitting here with Dadi. And when I was with Dadi in the hospital, it was such a nice experience, and we chatted so many things together, and the NC people were being given the message of the three forms, the three relationships, and the three intoxications, the relationships of the Father, Teacher, and Satguru.
रूप कौन सा है
What was the form? Brahmin.
दादी ऐसे ठीक है ना
And Dadi, is this right? The Brahmin, then the angel, and then the deity. This is our form. This is the form of all of us, is that right? Show your form as Brahman, who's becoming an angel, who's then becoming a deity. Show that to Dadi Gulzar. We are the Brahmins who are born through the mouth of Brahma, and when we're in the golden age, we'll become deities. This is why we're making effort now. and we will not be number wise, but we will be number one. Just as there will be the status of the king, you couldn't get the status of a king just like that. You have to get the sanskaras of being the kings of kings. So now are your sanskaras getting created? Then in Baba has to be my world, Baba is in my sanskaras. Say that this is what's happening with you. Baba is indeed my world. Baba is within my sanskaras. Say this. Baba hi mera sansar hai. Dadi wants you to say this. So I am in my world, which is Baba, and Baba is in my sanskaras. There's no Maya here. No sign of Maya. Through Dadi's body, through this vehicle, Baba has created or made in us the stage of being detached, loving and beyond the body. We are detached and beyond the body and in love with God. You know how to do this, don't you? Sometimes I had said, understand that I am not a teacher, not at all. And it was as if I had made a mistake. Someone thought I was the head of the Brahma Kumaris. I said, no, I'm not wanting a headache like that. I'm a student. The student life is the best. Student life is the best. Never, I would never say I'm tired, I want some rest. What did you do so you need rest? If you enjoy happiness, then you will not get tired. The people from Africa had taken up all the duties for the NCO meeting, so they're dancing as they do their duties. And so when that class is finished, you can call the African drummers. If there are any African drummers in the class, they can come and show their music. Baba is wonderful, drama is wonderful, and my Dadi is wonderful, and we all Baba's children are wonderful. There's just wonder upon wonder. In the world, Baba used to say that there are 7 wonders of the world. In Delhi, there's the Delhi Gate and there's the Taj Mahal in Agra. But now, in the whole world, because it is those who have love for God who come here, so this is a wonderful wonder. In the whole world, there is no other place like this. He comes just for a few hours. Some say, yeah, we meet. Within a few hours, you have a very, very powerful experience. What is the experience? What is here? Yesterday, the Lions Club people had come here. I met them all. They came in the morning and left in the evening. And they were amazed at the atmosphere here. The atmosphere, the vibration. Now, how is the vibration here? There is the pull of the evening class. I was in Ahmedabad and we did 7 to 7:30 meditation together with Dadi Gulzar. It was very, very nice. Even now, I come and enjoy 7 to 7:30 meditation, and after that we have chit-chat together. What to do? This is our homework, isn't it? And so throughout the day, what was our homework? And then in the evening, we check ourselves. We carry on doing our different activities. And then
मैं जब
we go
भंडारे में
into
जाता हूँ,
silence. When I go
आज
into
भी
the
भंडारिये को
kitchen,
बुलाया, आइसक्रीम बनाने वाले को बुलाया।
today I called the ones who were
मैं
making
थक
ice
आइसक्रीम बना के
cream.
खिलाते हो, थकते तो नहीं हो,
I
मजा
said,
आता है
do
उनको।
you get tired
जो
making
भी
ice
खाना
cream
देखो
for all
मधुबन में
these
मिलता है, कितना
people?
अच्छा मिलता है।
And they love
कल रात को
doing
कितनी
it.
अच्छी
You
चीजें
get
मिल रही
so
थी।
good food in Madhuban.
तो खिलाने वाले को ज्यादा
So the ones
खुशी होती है,
who
खाने वाले को
feed
होती
or the
है।
ones who eat,
पर जो
who is
खिलाने
more
वाले, एक
happy?
बनाने वाले, दूसरे खिलाने
There are
वाले,
the
तीसरे
ones who
खाने वाले।
feed, the ones who produce the food, and then
ज्यादा
the
खुशी
ones who
किसको
eat
होती
the
है?
food. So who has the
बनाने
maximum
वाले,
happiness? Those who make the food,
खिलाने वाले।
those who distribute
तो
the
कल खिलाने
food.
वालों को ट्रॉली खिलाई।
And I met all the people who distributed the food
खाने वाले
and
तो
gave
ट्रॉली
them
खाता ही है,
toli.
पर खिलाने वालों को खिलाना चाहिए।
It's very nice to give toli to the
बनाने वाले
people
को
who
और
feed
खिलाना
everyone,
चाहिए।
and then you should give more toli
जो
to the
अथक
ones
है।
who make the food, because they are tireless in their service,
तो आजकल
creating
मैंने
food for
इशारा
so
दिया
many
है,
people. So today I gave a signal
कभी भी प्लीज
that please never,
आपको किसी को थकने की बीमारी ना आए।
never get into the illness of being
ब्रह्मा कुमार
tired.
कुमारी बन करके कोई थकता है,
Once you become a Brahma Kumar or Kumari, and if you get tired,
वो कभी फरिश्ता बन नहीं
then
सकेगा।
how will you become an angel?
क्यों? यहाँ
Because here,
विषय रखी है,
there's the speciality
पंखों से उड़ते रहो,
to fly with your wings and spread your wings and do unlimited
पंखों से पंख
service.
मिले हैं ना मंगलास के,
Because you got the wings of enthusiasm and zeal with which to do unlimited
तो इन
service.
दो शब्दों ने 3 दिन के
And
अंदर
so within 3 days,
मेरे को देखने के लिए
in order to show the
अच्छी
mirror,
बात ही
we got very good things. Just fly, open your wings and fly. This is service. The wings are like mirrors. And then for that you need the vibration to be at that level. Someone had asked, do I have any weaknesses? I said, no weaknesses. Our brother Brij Mohan Bhai was also there. And I told him, these are all the flying angels, flying birds. And then he sang a wonderful song about the bird flying. And then you ask, well, what to do? Don't waste your time thinking and wondering what to do. Dadi Gulzar always says, we will be with Baba, we will leave with Baba, all the time with Baba. We will be with Baba throughout the whole Kalpa. And Shiv Baba says, well, I won't be there. And we say, why are you saying that? Where are you going to go? What are you going to do sitting in Paramdam? All the other people of the other religions will be there, and we will be deities that you have created such. So, okay, Brahma Baba, Shiv Baba have become one. So in that sense, we can bring Shiv Baba with us. Yes, there are some who get confused which one is Shiv Baba, which one is Brahma Baba, but they have become one. They are like the two stars in the eyes. Do you understand? Have you got the intoxication? All the relationships, full relationships with Baba? The form, the intoxication. Who do you belong to? The corporeal, the avyakt, the incorporeal. Who do we belong to? And what is he making us into? So I am filled with happiness and I belong to Shiv Baba. These are very good things. And so we should be in such churning in our intellect, in our mind, and in our remembrance. And then we are churning the knowledge, churning the awareness. Let something come into the mind, and then you disappear in that churning, and then there's no worries. You go into the depth of knowledge, then you become jewels.
बुद्धि में है।
there are jewels in your
बाबा
intellect.
कहते हैं ऐसे मेरे
Baba
बच्चे
says, such children
बाबा
of
के मूल्य
mine
रत्न है।
are the
ऐसे
jewels
मेरे
of
बच्चे
the
मूल्य
eyes
रत्न
of
है।
Baba.
तो मैं बाबा का कौन हूँ?
So who am I for
तो पहले
Baba?
बाबा गोद बिठाता,
First of all, Baba sits me in his lap.
ब्राह्मण बनते हैं ना,
He
गोद
makes
बिठाता,
us into a
गले
Brahmin through
लगाता,
keeping us in his lap. Then he puts his arms
बिठा के
around
अमृत
us,
पिलाता।
and then he puts
तो
amrit,
कहते
the
माया जीते
nectar, in
जगत जीत बनो,
our mouths,
गले
and he
लगाऊंगा।
makes us the victorious over Maya and
तो
over the
दृष्टि,
world.
वृत्ति, स्मृति,
And then our drishti, our attitude,
इतनी
and
अच्छी
our
हो।
awareness become so good.
दृष्टि,
The drishti,
वृत्ति,
the attitude,
उनके गहराई में जाओ,
go into the
स्मृति,
depth of that, and then you get the
स्मृति,
awareness.
वृत्ति, दृष्टि से
And
बाबा के
then through
नैनों के
that,
तारे बन गए।
you become the jewels of Baba's eyes, and Baba
भागीरथ के मस्तक
becomes
पर
your
बैठ
world.
जाती।
And then the hand
मुझे
of the
अच्छा लगता था,
fortunate
हमारे लौकिक
chariot
घर
is
में
over your head. In my
बड़ा हाल
Lokik
था।
house, there was a
वहाँ
big
सामने
hall,
भागीरथ का चित्र लगा पड़ते
and
थे,
there
यहाँ
was the
सामने लक्ष्मी
picture
नारायण
of
है ना,
Bhagirath, the
भागीरथ का
fortunate
चित्र
chariot,
लंबा।
the one who had brought the
भागीरथ
Ganges.
यहाँ गंगा निकल रही है।
And then the Ganges was coming
बाबा
out of
कहते
his
भाग्यशाली
head.
रथ से बाबा का ब्रह्मा
So
बाबा
Brahma
भागीरथ,
Baba is
उनसे
the fortunate
मस्तक से, उनके
chariot,
मस्तक
and
से
from his
हम निकले
forehead
हैं।
the
किसको
knowledge
नशा है?
of Shiv Baba is
धीरे
coming.
धीरे
Who
उठा रहे,
has
धीरे
the
धीरे। अरे, इसी
intoxication
नशे
that
में
this is
रहो,
the
दादी गुलजार
case?
को
Who
ये
is
मैं बताई गई।
intoxicated like this?
नशा ये है,
This
भागीरथ
is the
की मस्तक पर
intoxication
बैठी
that
है। वारे
I am the
वाह, ओम
fortunate
शांति, ओके।
chariot. Is this
Okay.
okay?
Om
Is everyone
Shanti.
okay?
अमृत वेला
Amrit
So-
Vela.
Tomorrow Amrit Vela will be
डायमंड हॉल में
Diamond
होगा।
Hall.
Amrit Vela will be in the Diamond
Murli
Hall,
also will be in the
and
Diamond
Murli
Hall.
will be